Happy New Year's, my friends. It has been a crazy 2021, so tonight we are going to turn up. What you got? And by turn up, what I mean is staying home with some Chinese food. Chinese was just sounding super awesome to us. It's 5:51 currently. Will we make it to midnight? Absolutely not. Diet starts tomorrow. And this is what I would call a very successful New Year's Eve, in bed before 9 with this amazing book. I highly recommend this. I'm only a few chapters in, but it's been great so far. 2021 was the best year of my life, and 2022 is going to be even better, not just for me, but for all of us. And throughout this video, we're going to discuss 3 major areas that I know are important to everyone watching this video: financial, physical, and mental, and how we can improve in each of those. It's not gonna be some corny BS that you typically see online, so stay tuned for that in the morning. Happy New Year, everybody. So we discovered this revolutionary way to get groceries. It's been going on for probably 10 years, and I finally got on board where you can order them online and then they just deliver them to your car. It's incredible. I thought the whole thing was a scam. It's actually pretty legit. Hey buddy, you want to say Happy New Year's to the people? I know that they want to see you. So I'm gonna show you everything we picked up at the grocery to start out our New Year's diet correctly. I'm sure a lot of us are in the same boat. We took it a little bit overboard during the holidays, or maybe you're just trying to cut back on some of those sweets. But my personal opinion is that the quality of the foods that you're eating is the most important. Although weight loss does come down to calories in versus calories out, I always recommend just start getting the right foods in your system, and that can come later, just because the number one problem most people have is they're just too indulgent on high calorie foods, so by default you will eat less calories. So Alfie boy over here really likes this section, so let's start here. We've got our coffee. We are a big fan of light roast in this household. We do have some bread. I do not think that bread is the devil. I'm personally a big fan of bagels and brioche. Obviously I'll eat this in limited quantities. And then we got some almond milk, some cold brew, Megan's creamer, Vital Farms eggs. We are obsessed. We have some vegetables over here, as y'all can see. As far as protein selection, I do like to get some boar's head ham every single week, just a ½ pound to a pound. These are my favorite chicken thighs. They are so delicious. I prefer them over chicken breast. We have some ground bison, some meat that we'll be having tonight for dinner. We'll also have some salmon. Megan loves cashew butter, pasta sauce. We found this carrot, ginger, sesame dressing. Check out the macronutrients on that. Pretty spectacular. Sweet potatoes, one of my favorites. I love this kale blend. I eat this almost every day for lunch. Have some salad mix, and then for fruits, we have apples, blueberries, and bananas. So a very well-rounded, micronutrient-dense food selection.
What thoughts are mine? What thoughts aren't mine? What things make me anxious? What things don't? And something, I don't know why, it really helped me.
So we're gonna show you guys how to make the perfect pre-workout oats. I just have 40 grams of oatmeal here. I'm going to be adding some cinnamon and actually a little bit of salt. Don't knock it till you try it. Gonna mix that in just like so. And then for the grand finale, what I'm gonna be adding is 1 scoop of the Cake Pop Pea Science Select. This will make any of your baking taste so delicious and also give you added protein with barely any sugar. You guys can always use Travis to save 15% on peascience.com for all of the best supplements. So I'm just gonna mix this guy in as well. Okay, so we're gonna add a banana to that, and for the final step, we're just gonna drizzle it with a little bit of honey. The reason I love this for pre-workout is because you're gonna get a mixture of complex and fast-acting carbs with a little bit of protein in there. It will fill you up and give you all the fuel that you need. And not to mention, it tastes incredible. Needless to say, the foods that you put in your body, extremely important when it comes to your physical health, something that I know is very important to everyone watching this video, but we also have to be mindful of how we move our bodies. And nothing motivates me to move my body more than these 2 concoctions right here. I know a lot of times sticking to a consistent exercise routine can be a struggle, whether that be a time or a motivational constraint. And I think what happens a lot of times is that your end goal seems so far out of reach, whether that be because you're in decent shape, but you want to be 5% lean, magazine cover ready, or maybe you're 150 pounds overweight and getting to something that's within a bit of a more healthy range just seems so far-fetched that it's almost impossible. So I wanted to share a message with you that I actually got out of that book that I'm reading by Will Smith that I thought really resonates, not just for your health and fitness journey, but really any goal that you have. And he tells this story about building a wall. Him, his dad, and his brother had to build this huge brick wall. And they went day after day, month after month, and it didn't seem like anything was becoming accomplished. So Will started to get very irritated and really a little bit demoralized because he would show up every day and the wall was just never finished. So he got a bad attitude about it, and his dad got on him and he told him, he said, Will, you're looking at this task that like you're building a wall, when really your task is just laying a brick, the perfect brick, one after another. And if you just focus on that one brick, then that is when you're going to start to see success. And I think that is so true with fitness because the results are not noticeable the next day or even the next month. There's an accumulated effect where over a 6-month, an 8-month, a 12-month period, then you will start to see the results. But you can start to lose motivation on a micro level. So if you go into the gym every single day and you just think about laying a brick or getting a good workout, going in with a plan, focusing on progressive overload, then I can assure you, you will be in an amazing position to ultimately achieve that end goal.
Bricks, all white bricks.
So I would recommend writing down all your workouts, the weights that you're using, how you're feeling, and if you get to the end of it and you hit your weights or you push through some pain, give yourself the brick until you ultimately reach, that metaphorical house that you're trying to build. And if one day you don't get the brick, no big deal. Take note and get better the next day. So because I am going to be trying to cut out most of the junk food in my diet for the foreseeable future, we'll see. Although you will see a crazy video on Sunday, that was before the new year. Anyway, Built Bars is really going to help save the day because these protein bars only have around 130 calories, but they taste like candy bars, almost 20 grams of protein. You guys know I absolutely love these things and I rely on them heavily during my normal days. So if you see in here, the consistency, nice and gooey, absolutely delicious. And they've been nice enough to sponsor this video, so you guys can actually get 15% off using the link down below. I'm gonna throw that in the description box, so check out that link. Get yourself some Built Bars to help fight off those cravings, get some protein, help recover from your workouts, and overall, just eat a delicious snack. More than likely, we all have financial goals for 2022, and just like working out, I think the best thing to do is break this down into digestible bites. So I really want to focus on a few different numbers. One is going to be 1,250, which is going to equate to $15,000 per year. The other number I want you to remember is $100,000, which is the most important number you can get to in your financial venture. And the other is going to be $1 million, because who doesn't want to be a millionaire? And what if I told you that in just 20 years, even if you have no savings right now, you could be a millionaire with not that much extra work at all? And we're gonna break it down right here just so I can prove it to all of your beautiful faces. So when it comes to making money or increasing your wealth, there's really 3 ways you can do it. You can make more money, spend less money, or pay less taxes. I'm not gonna get into tax code here. That's gonna be the advanced course. If y'all wanna see that, let me know in the comments down below. So let's talk about saving money and earning money. So when we talk about saving money, this is not a very glamorous thing to talk about, because when y'all go on Instagram, you see these fraudsters posting out in front of their Lamborghinis with their Gucci sweatshirts and convincing you that they are rich and you should invest in their online courses. And just turn off Instagram. That's going to be first and foremost, but this will come with some sacrifices, and it might be a little bit hypocritical because something like Starbucks, which is definitely a ripoff, but I do love it. But I am in a different stage of my life where I don't need to save as much money as I used to. So if you can cut back on the Starbucks, or you can, you know, go and wear some Cuts clothing instead of Gucci because you're gonna wanna look presentable. That's an important part of life, but you don't need designer clothes, I promise you. And maybe you could even find it some way, somehow to drive a Toyota instead of a BMW. All of these different things can lead to a very large savings month to month. But it can't all be about just saving money. We're gonna also have to focus on making a little bit of extra money, right? And you could do that a variety of different ways. Maybe you're like me, you work in sales and you can make a little bit more in commissions every single month, or maybe you could pick up a new skill set to make you a few extra bonuses, or maybe even get a promotion, or find different ways to generate money. Or maybe you stick to the same job that you have if you have a salary job and you just pick up a side hustle. Now this might require working 6 or 7 days per week, but I can assure you I've been doing it for over 10 years and it will not kill you and it will pay off in the long run. But we really wanna focus on saving an extra $1,250 a month, or I should say generating, whether that be through savings or earnings, because that $15,000 per year, if invested in the market at around an 11% rate of return, which is about average, you will be able to generate an enormous amount of wealth over the long period of time just by doing the bare minimum. So you can see here, in 5 years, you should be able to generate your first $100,000, and that's if you have absolutely nothing saved up in the bank right now, which is very powerful. And you can see as this chart goes along how that compounds. I know we've all heard of compounding interest, and this does a great job of illustrating that. So in 20 years, that $15,000 a year that you're saving, or the $1,250 per month, can generate you $1 million in just 20 years. I know some people think that being a millionaire is this far-fetched idea that you will never be able to accomplish, but you can see it in the numbers. Just a few sacrifices and every single person watching this video can get there, whether that means saving $625 and earning an extra $625 a month, or any combination. Maybe you just want to save all $1,250 per month and you don't want to earn anything extra, vice versa. Any combination will get you there, and it will just take a few simple tweaks, and I promise you all that you can do it. Just a quick dinner here tonight. We've got a salad topped with some marinated steak, thanks to my beautiful wife. I apologize, this video has really dragged on. I was gonna go more in depth about the mental aspects as well, but statistically speaking, no one's actually watching right now. So it's kind of like me just talking to myself. If you're out there as well, let me know in the comments down below. But in a nutshell, when it comes to mental health, I think this is what kills us all. So for me, spending too much time on my phone, I put limits on Instagram, and when I hit my limit, we're not going above that. Other apps, of course, but that's probably the biggest offender for myself. And because I won't be spending as much time on my phone, I'll be reading more books, something I told myself I had no time to do, but I didn't have that much time because I was spending too much time on my phone. Anyway, we're gonna cut off here. If you want me to go more in depth on any of that, please let me know. If you got anything out of this video, I would love to hear your feedback, but really thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I look forward to talking to y'all next time.